Hey, welcome to Demos on the Radio. I'm All Mine Ives.
And I'm Torraine Futurum.
And we're two friends and independent artists making a show about the music we're working on.
And the music that we love.
And this month, we're discussing our favorite songs by other artists that we wish we'd made. Stick around.
Pass me the chord and turn it up slow. From the back of the car, we're playing our demos on the radio. Playing our demos on the radio. Playing our demos on the radio.
Hi, Torraine.
Hi.
We're back.
Oh, yeah. Shaking off the cobwebs, man.
Shaking off the cobwebs. We have a brand new topic, brand new demos, brand new opinions.
Definitely some opinions.
Yes. I am very excited for today's topic. We are getting to really pick some of our favorites that probably are like up there for us in terms of like how meaningful they are to us.
I was super excited when I started putting together my
50 song playlist.
Yes, my March Madness bracket. I was like, oh yeah, I get to talk about one of the big dogs. That's so exciting.
Yeah. This for some reason is, well, as we said in the intro, we're discussing our favorite songs by other artists that we wish we had made, wish we had written for ourselves.
Wish it was mine.
Wish it was ours. And this is, it's a kind of a common, I feel like, interview question. I've heard other artists get asked this, like, is there a song you wish you'd made?
Okay.
And it's always interesting to hear the response. Initially, I had a moment of like pause when I was trying to think about it because, like, I guess obviously it's sort of like an impossible question.
Yeah.
Because I always think like each artist is its own unique sort of like lens, and like only that person could write that song, which is that's the beauty of being an artist.
Yeah. I mean, no one's like, there are people who are very similar and have very similar inspirations, but you can't get it the exact same from person to person, and that's great.
Right.
No matter how. And if anyone ever hits the nail on the head and gets it perfect, it's not interesting. So.
Exactly. Yeah. If it's too obvious where all the ideas are coming from or the references come from, it's kind of just dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Even though every artist is sort of a unique prism, another way we were thinking about this topic was almost the idea of like perfect songs in the sense that like songs where you wouldn't really change anything.
Yeah.
You really are in love with the lyrics, the production choices, and I think feel a certain kinship with the choices that were made. Is that accurate?
Yeah. I felt that was the thing that really helped me like streamline the process, because I can really obsess and make lists every time we do a topic. I'm doing like gigantic lists, but in the note we said no changes.
Yeah, no changes.
And
meaning you wouldn't make any changes to the song.
yeah. Honestly, a lot of these got kicked out once I based on their lyrics.
Yeah, yeah. I could see that too. There are a couple that I was considering that usually it is a lyric that I really am like, ugh, that could have been better.
Yeah.
Or I just would never write that.
Yeah, exactly.
Or,
that was very clarifying for me.
Yeah. I would say even in the pick that I chose, there are lyrics that I wouldn't write because like certain experiences I don't have, so I wouldn't write them.
So you cheated.
But I wouldn't change them if like someone delivered them to me as like, here's a song I wrote, would you sing it? I would happily sing them all. And I'm going to get into why.
Okay, cool.
And I guess with that said, I might as well reveal my
Let's
pick.
do yours. What is it?
All right. I chose Garden Song by Phoebe Bridgers off of her record Punisher, which I believe came out in 2020.
It's a good name.
Yeah. The title refers to typically a type of fan of an artist who, if they meet them, will kind of like go on and like divulge their life story and kind of just endlessly talk at someone about something uninteresting. And
Got
like
it.
Someone who's unaware of maybe how they occupy another person's time.
Oh, shit.
And in some of the lyrics to this album, I know from reading a little bit about it that Phoebe is kind of thinking of herself maybe that way in reference to Elliott Smith, who is one of her largest influences as a musician. And thinking about how there's even a lyric in another song on this album where she is talking about songs that she wished she wrote, but she didn't. So she learns the words and sings them for herself. And
Got it.
so anyway, it's very kind of an appropriate record for this topic.
Okay. That's perfect. Yeah.
But this song is just one that was my first introduction to Phoebe Bridgers' music. And her writing does something that I don't typically do in my own writing, which is use hyper-specific references and hyper-specific language to events and places and people. Yeah.
You saying that is making me realize we approached picking our songs very differently.
Oh, interesting.
But I
Okay.
thought about what you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Well, it hits at something that I wrote down when I was listening, speaking to the universal through the personal, which is, I think, her gift as a songwriter, where you can say something, recount an event or a tale in detail about your own life that obviously has not happened to another person, but is so relatable and universal that it just everyone understands.
Yeah.
In some regard, the feeling that you're conveying. And I find that so interesting because it's not, I don't think, that easy to do, but she does it in a way where she uses kind of specific stories, but inexact language. And that leaves a lot of room for nuance. So I'll kind of give an example where she says at one point, a really beautiful lyric towards the end, the doctor put her hands over my liver. She told me my resentment's getting smaller, which is very strange. It almost sounds like you went to maybe like sort of a spiritual healer or something. That's not an experience I've had, but it does conjure an image for me of thinking about maybe certain people in my life with whom maybe I've had a strained relationship, and realizing after a number of years that things have changed. Maybe I don't feel quite as negatively as I did. And just having that perspective of looking back on your life with a little bit more maturity, I think is really, to anyone who's, maybe out of their 20s or so, is
one day I'll
universal.
get there. I don't know what that feeling's like, but
I mean, I shouldn't be unfair to young people. You can be in your 20s and look back at maybe even your teens and think like, oh, I've changed quite a bit. I'm a different person. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say, in the process of picking through songs and stuff like that, I actually, another thing that I did to cut out options is, well, going back to like, I wouldn't write this, but a lot of what I wouldn't write is like things that I'm inspired by.
Yeah.
Like what you said about like specificity.
Yeah.
There's something so like, you would think that would be alienating, but it's not, because there's like something like naming a specific street or a specific store, or like when a musician like just says someone's first name in a song.
Right.
It's like,
right.
It makes it feel like their story, but then it also feels like it's easy for you to like put yourself in their like position because they're saying something specific.
Yeah.
And I always love that in other people, and I always start a song trying to write like that, but then when I like popify it, I like clean up some of this. Yeah. But there was so many songs that I wish I made that I put them on that list because of that reason. Like I wish I could
write
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I get it. I feel similar to about this song, where I feel that I tend to write in generalities, which I like. I like language that could be universal just because the words are not non-specific. And yet I also occasionally am captivated by a song like this, where it doesn't feel like I could write it, but I wish I could, in a sense. There's another instance early in the song. This was, I think, the first lyric that really stood out to me, because I really don't know why. I have a hard time explaining it, but she says, now they're gluing roses on a flatbed. You should see it. I mean, thousands. And at first I didn't even know it took me a while to think like, okay, what's a flatbed? Oh, it's a type of truck. Okay. Like, it's just not a word you hear every day. And
Even I knew that.
that's good. I guess it was the like mix of like roses on a flat. I was like, what does that mean? And then you kind of think like, oh, maybe it's like a float or a homecoming parade. And you should see it. I mean, thousands. She's recounting this story to another person. There's just something so like speaking on the phone to someone or writing a letter that I find so beautiful about that lyric, where you leave out words like flatbed truck or who they are gluing the roses on, because the other person already knows. And there's something so intimate about that around like when you're talking to your family or your best friend, you don't have to use every proper noun or every explain every nuance because they're already so close to you. I don't know if I'm conveying what that
makes absolute sense. That makes absolute sense. Yeah.
I just find something so moving about that. I don't know. It's really I
never thought about it described that way before, but that's very accurate what you said.
Okay. I'm glad. So that's kind of the magic of this song from a lyrical perspective for me. Production wise, I also love it because it is not typically a lot of like indie rock or indie pop I have a hard time with, because it's kind of like, it can be very formulaic where you pick the stock acoustic guitar sound and you have, I don't know, a thin beat and
a thin beat. Yeah. I love that.
I just hate that kind of shit, but that's not happening here.
I love that description. It's so accurate. A thin beat.
Just like a dry piece of spaghetti, and I hate that.
Thin little beat. Look at this beat.
This song has beautiful low end. It's got this like really muted kick drum that's kind of going in the background, and I think a lot of the guitars are side chained to it. Which what that means to non-producers is you take one sound, in this case the guitar, and you program it to lower in volume every time another sound hits. So in this case, the kick drum. So every time the kick hits, the guitars duck down in volume, which kind of makes room for the kick. That's called a side chain.
Something I never do.
Something I do. And that can sometimes give like kind of it's usually used in dance music, but it gives sort of like a propulsive pulsing effect. And this song definitely has that kind of like rhythm to it, which is interesting. There's also something that feels kind of wrong about the guitars. I can't tell if there's like a delay applied to them. They're kind of muted. There's maybe like a weird stuttering thing.
To me, when I was listening to it, I was like, there were certain points where like I couldn't even hear music, honestly.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm just like, you describing guitars. I'm like, were there guitars on that song? Like, I don't know. To me, it just feels like a lot of voice and a hint of drum.
Okay, interesting. There are, but they don't sound like guitars.
Okay.
I think it's like a mix of like a plucked chords. But that's what I like about it, where it feels so like a little foreign, where you're not.
I was not expecting it to sound like that.
To.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah, me too. I was really surprised.
I like to, so I don't know, just the way my brain works, I like to organize things. And then sometimes it can like help me understand like, do I like this or not? When I'm talking about music specifically, like sometimes I need to place it like, what is the music's ambition? And then I can judge it from there. Yeah. Because sometimes you're thrown off because you're like, oh, this is not what I thought this person would sound like.
Yeah.
And then you have to like replace it to understand it.
Yeah.
And go on about production. I just want to hear what you have to say about it, because like I'm trying to remember it. And
it's a hard one to place though. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Like, who does she want to be?
Herself, hopefully, or Elliott Smith, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I also love, on the chorus, there's a very deep voice under hers.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Kind of like gravelly.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit spooky. I don't know if it's her pitched down, or I think it sounds like a male voice.
It sounded like a different person.
But it also gives this kind of strange, older quality to it, this maturity to it that like, because the song to me feels so temporally like split between being a young person and being an old person looking back, having both those voices at once feels kind of poetically powerful to me.
Yeah. You know what's weird? When I was listening to it, I imagined like her like young uncle, like someone who's like 12 years older than her and has lived a bit more.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're gonna hop on this song. And like his tone is like informed by his life experiences
Years of
versus
drinking and
like you get like in my head I like hear.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just like projecting my feeling onto it, but it feels like different eras of life.
Yeah, I agree. And it does feel like maybe like a weird relation of some sort of,
Yeah.
maybe a family member. It might not be, but
It's her uncle, like I said.
yeah, totally. Let's see, what else about the production? There's like, the reverb is gorgeous, especially at the end. The song kind of trails off. It also has a very dreamy quality. I feel sometimes like, I don't know if you've ever had a dream where you wake up from it and maybe some part of it was really beautiful, or it was an experience you've never had, and you almost have a moment of kind of like sadness about something having only been a dream.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a person in the dream that you knew, then you're like, oh, they don't exist. That didn't happen. This song has an element of that to me, where it feels like mourning something that could have been, or you wish had been, or you maybe just accidentally dreamt about. And all of that happens in the production, where it feels 80% familiar, but 20% off and eerie and hard to categorize.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a song I wish I made, because I really love that balance. I think that's, for me, something I always look for in music that I make is like, keep enough of a familiar foundation, but everything has to be 10% off.
Got it. I like that.
Yeah.
So it's not a song it's a song you wish you made, but was it a song that you would make?
Well, it's funny you say that, because I think the demo I'm bringing today is almost a direct rip of this song. Not really. It's not direct rip. But today I was listening to it. I was like, oh my God, it has the muted kick. It has acoustic guitars. It has like a reverb voice.
Ooh, that's exciting. We're gonna have a shoot off. We're gonna have to decide at the end which song is better.
Yeah. Oh, we know it's hers.
No, you have to let us vote, and you can have a vote too. But
My vote is well established. All right, and I think I'll leave it there for Phoebe Bridgers, who I love. And now it is your turn.
Okay.
Who and what song have you picked as a song that you wish was yours?
it's a song called "Find Me"
Find Me.
by Porches.
Porches.
Oh my God.
Who we're
Aren't
both
you happy?
fans of.
I finally said it, guys. You knew I was going to do it at some point, and here
Here
we
it
are. Anyway, so the song is called Find Me.
Find Me.
Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. It's
Yeah.
actually the first Porches song that I was like, I think might be the first one I've ever heard, honestly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
And it's off the House
Yes.
album, right?
Yes. Banger album. No skips, kids. Willa's man
Yeah.
is who introduced me to Porches.
Oh.
We were driving around in a car like 2017,
Yeah.
2018, I want to say. No, it must have been 2018 because that's when the house came out.
Okay.
And I won't say that. I had some like previous Porches connection.
Okay.
Like I had like met Aaron through like fashion things,
Oh,
but
cool.
like, and I knew he made music, and I know that Alex liked the stuff, but I didn't listen to it
Yeah.
until the stay in the car.
Yeah.
And he played the craziest song, like with these fucking cool ass, big ass, like drums and synths.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to get my like composure together because I'm obsessed with this song.
Okay.
And hearing it for the first time in a car super loud
Yeah.
was like so, and like driving around, it was so like impactful.
I love those experiences with certain songs that are like electrifying, where
Yeah.
you're like, wow, this is so fresh. I've never heard of this kind
Yeah.
of thing before.
Yeah, that's what that was like for me. I'm
Yeah.
just like, this is a very cool sounding song
Yeah.
to me. he can like make a song that's like groovy and dancey, but it's also kind of like chill.
Yes. Yeah. He kind of rides right in the middle.
Yeah, it's like this like interesting thing. He doesn't make like fist pump oons 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 music.
Yeah.
But you could like slip a song in and amongst some like dancey music, and
Yeah.
you're like, this works. The reason that I wish I made it,
Yeah.
because it hits like right on all the things that I see myself as, what I'd like to be. It's like it's dancey, but in like a very it's not like super bright.
Right.
It's not like put your fucking hands up.
Right.
It's more like, I don't know. It's kind of like you can like close your eyes and like bump around and you're in your own world.
Yeah.
And I really do feel like it ties into like the theme of the song and the inspiration or whatever. It's just like a fucking like club like beat like
Yeah,
this song,
very
and that
housey.
yes, and then the first lyrics are, "I think I'll stay inside."
That is a cool contrast.
Yeah, there's like I don't know. I really love like headphones music.
Yeah.
And I've said it before, I'm obsessed with people who can like do headphones music, but then it still plays like really well on like in a big room. I think that's so hard to do.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of dance music that doesn't make you feel bad about not being outside, or like,
Oh, interesting.
it's like, hey, if you want to play this alone and have a dance party in your house, this song makes sense for that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like you don't there's certain songs that I can't hear if I'm not like trying to go out and be social.
Yeah, okay.
And this is like a song that makes you want to move, but like if you want to move alone, you can do that.
Well, it's interesting because the lyrics are all about self-isolating.
Yeah, exactly.
They're literally about pulling yourself away from the world and going inside yourself.
Yeah.
And almost running from something.
Yeah. Well, I did a thing that say you should never do, or that I should never do, is
Yeah.
I was looking up the lyrics just to like, make sure I knew what he was saying.
Yeah.
But I was on Genius, and it was like, this is what this is about. And
Yeah.
I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna ruin it, I guess.
No,
But,
you don't have to use the Genius if you don't want to. I mean,
essentially, it's like a song about like social anxiety and
Yeah.
panic attacks.
we need a genius to tell us that. I mean, I feel like if you're a person with any,
Yeah.
you can read that into the
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah, but the thing about him is like his writing style is sometimes you really don't know what the fuck he's talking about. So
Yeah.
so sometimes I really don't like super weigh the lyrics like that. I think he's good at like putting words together that sound nice and evocative, but
Yeah.
he doesn't always give it away like he does in this song.
In fact, I would almost argue that this is kind of unusual in his catalog of how plain and direct it is.
Yeah.
Because most of the time his lyrics are very kind of like oblique
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
and obtuse. And,
Yes, and then the delivery and the melodies
Yeah.
like are what sell you and give you
Yeah.
some sort of feeling. But this one's just right there.
Yeah.
This song is like what I imagine I would be if I could do anything.
Okay.
Like, I picked this song because I could imagine this being like my like breakout hit. You know
Got
what I
it,
mean?
okay.
Like, it's a song I very much would make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I love like high energy music. I love like dancey music, like groovy music.
Yeah.
I like all kinds of music, but I like something that, is like mid-tempo groove kind
Yeah.
of, or like,
The combination of that with introspective, borderline sad lyrics, I think is like almost the Torraine Futurum like formula.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially once I listened to the lyrics, I was like, yeah, Torraine absolutely would. This is her
Yeah.
like ingredients for a Torraine song.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, it has to be this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like everything's there, the production, the
Yeah.
lyrics. Like, I saw someone describe him as a minimalist, and I never thought about it that way. And I was like, my initial response was like, that doesn't make sense. But then I started like listening, and I'm like, he kind of is. Like, you can hear all of the parts.
You can pick out every element. Yeah.
In a lot of his music, it's just the melodies are so good, the sound design is so good
Yeah.
that maybe you don't even notice how simple like the arrangements
Yeah.
are. And I wish that I had the restraint, because when I hear his stuff, I'm like, look.
Yeah.
Look, and there's not a lot going on. It's just really great choices. It's like making a dinner with like, all the fresh ingredients,
Yeah.
like that. It's all like, you don't have to do a lot if you have all the fresh ingredients.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. His music has that magic of like greater than the sum of its parts,
Yeah.
where everything works in concert in such a way that it feels richer and more complex
Yeah.
and more satisfying than the individual components
Yeah.
would be.
Sometimes when I really like break down his production, like when I say like, I wish I had the confidence, it's like, if I had all of those parts in this song and some of the other songs, I would hear it and be like, it needs something
Let's add
else.
something.
Yes, I'm going to add 3 more elements to
Yeah.
this. I couldn't imagine hearing this song and being like, yeah, that's it.
Even though you hear it now and you think it's fine as is.
No, I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
But a lot of his work, I'm like, I know if I had all of these elements, I would find some way to add more stuff. And
Got
it's
it.
cool that
Okay.
he can make them, hear them, and be like, this is done.
Yeah. And they feel done in
Yeah.
full.
Yeah.
I mean, that from a technical standpoint is also a really helpful lesson, I think, for mixing. Like the fewer elements it sounds stupid, the fewer elements you have, the easier the mix gets.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so that can be like kind of a good exercise in being like, okay, I'm going to write a song with no more than, 5 things happening.
yeah.
Like,
And you can do it if you pick.
you can do it with 3 things. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Excellent
all right.
stuff. Unless, I don't know. I think I got it. I don't know.
Totally.
Cool.
So you would put it on a record. I think it would work on a record you made as is,
Yeah.
just with your vocal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
Yay. Okay, we did it, I think.
We did it.
Yeah.
Would you like to preface your demo with anything? Tell us the name. Tell us a fact about it. Tell us how
Okay.
you're feeling.
This is the funniest little thing to me. This song, when the file is called Final Form,
Oh yeah. I've heard about
but
this one.
I've had 4 or 5 different versions of a song called Final Form.
Of course.
All
yeah.
dramatically different beats, like different, vocal melodies, different lyrics.
Yeah.
I keep it's the song that can't be finished.
Okay.
So this was originally Final Form, before the Final Form that I think I've played on this podcast last episode.
I was about to say, I think we did have a final form.
Yeah,
last
this is
episode.
the Final Form that I abandoned to get to that one.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. I mean, this is interesting from a songwriting and production perspective.
Yeah, it's very different.
Got
It's
it.
very different.
That's cool. I do love the irony of the title.
I'm really struggling.
That's okay. Listen, that's how music goes sometimes.
Maybe I'll release a Final Form EP at some
EP,
point.
all the versions.
All right, rank
right.
the ones you hate the least.
All right. Anything else before we hear it? Or shall we go into
Oh yeah, standard bashing of my own stuff, but this is like, I was like banging my head against the wall trying to get like an acceptable mix. I was basically trying to do like vocal production to hide how bad the vocals are by like
Okay.
adding other stuff to like try to beef them up or whatever. I don't know which mix I sent you, but they all have some kind of crazy in them. So we'll see. This one's either going to have too loud vocals or too quiet or something's
Or
going to be
something in
wrong with
between.
it. And also, I'm so sorry ahead of time. The vocals, you're going to hear why I abandoned it.
Okay. Well, we
I'm
appreciate.
so sorry. But
Yeah.
I wonder if I should explain. Yeah, I'll talk about the production after we hear it.
Okay. Let's go.
I got nothing in my voice. I got nothing. I got nothing in my voice. I got nothing in my voice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Crossing the threshold, leaving part of me I won't get back. Hit up my room on Christmas Day. Keeping my head up on a
Torraine motherfucking Futurum.
Hi, that's me.
She told me, I don't know if you said this on camera or not, that this is a song she is abandoning.
Yeah.
And that is not happening. That is not happening.
Don't make it harder than it is.
Bitch, this is one of the best things you have made. It is. This is a song that you could sell in LA in a heartbeat to a pop studio.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you. It's very poppy.
I am going to do whatever it takes to make sure this comes out. I might cut this from the podcast, but I want to mix this for you. I want to produce this for you. But the thing is, the production is done. The only thing you need, like, this has the elements, like you were saying about Porches, where it's not too much, it's just the right amount. All it needs is louder vocals, a couple more layers of the vocals, and EQing on the vocals for some frequencies that don't need to be there. And the occasional tuning, but like everything else is there. Anyway, I'm done ranting at you.
Thank you.
Why do you want to abandon it?
I'm struggling. I was struggling with the vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, well, in this one specifically, I know that I made a mistake that I try not to make anymore, where I'm writing with someone else's voice in my mind.
Okay.
And I definitely was writing with Porch's voice in my mind.
Okay.
When I was writing the like vocal melodies.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to dig myself out of the hole of like, okay, I definitely don't sound like that.
Yeah.
So like, how can I tweak the performance? And usually I find ways, but with this one, I'm just like, I can't even, my brain breaks trying to imagine how to sing it differently than how I wrote it.
Yeah. To me, the way you're singing it is good and fine.
Yeah, but there's a lot of fucking seasoning on them vocals to even get them to sound like that.
That's okay. That's producing.
Sure, yeah. Sure, yeah.
Doesn't have to be live.
But it's still not like, it's not there, I'm saying. So imagine, I'm like, this might be like 80% closest to the best I can get it.
Okay, but ask for help. Can I help you? Can someone help you?
Listen, if you want to help me, you're someone I do trust to help me.
Yeah, you don't have to use it, but I feel like we could try to do something. Like if you're frustrated with it, this is what friendship's for.
Is that what it's for?
You call in. Yes.
I am
not that I'm an amazing producer or anything either, but
you're better than me for sure.
There are certain things that I can already that would take me 5 minutes that I think would help make you feel better about it. And you wouldn't have to throw away a great song.
You know, I was like because I really liked the production.
Yeah.
And like even just listening to it here, I was kind of getting sad. I'm like, I can't believe that I have to. I don't know. Like I just feel like it's like a very like song.
It's fully baked. Like it's a full song.
But I just don't know if I'm gonna get there with the vocals.
I think here's my like prescription. If I were hearing this as a doctor, you keep the current take you have in there. You record it twice more, so you've got 2 more layers of the vocal. I think it just needs, since it's almost like a chanted vocal in a sense. It's kind of like staccato.
That was the other thing, as I was, I just decided at like 3 a.m. that I was going to use this one, but I was like, I wish I had more time to add more like vocal takes in there. There were parts there that in my head, there was supposed to have multiple voices, but I just didn't have the time.
Yeah. Well, I think that's something that we should do. I'm like inserting myself into this because I'm going to fight for this song because I really think it's a matter of you bouncing the stems that you have, sending me those, and then we go in and we just decide, okay, we want to record this line again. We're going to put that in.
Okay.
I would love to try and experiment with you on this where
I would accept the help. I don't want to get rid of it either.
Yeah. Where you let me be the co-producer.
Okay.
And you can be the artist and we work together on it like that. Obviously you're one of the producers too. You produce this whole beat, but like there's too much good in here. Also there are the moments when you have the bass kind of come in, like stab. These are the things that like make me go to bat for you so hard because I'm like, this is pop. This is how you make pop music.
Oh, yay.
It just feels good.
Oh my God, thank you.
But I know that frustration, and so I wanna like I wanna try to help. I don't know, collaborate in a way that like can alleviate some of that frustration. Because the worst feeling when you're an artist is knowing that you have a good song and not knowing how to make it sound good.
I feel like all of the musical choices I
Yeah.
really like, even the vocal melodies I
Yeah.
like. I think as a if you take the voice out, like the production, I feel like this is probably one of my like more realized ones. Like
I
this is
agree.
like, you know, this is a pop song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I if you would like to try to help, I would accept that.
I would.
Because this is not one that I actually wanted to get rid of.
Good. No, then let's try it. Like, and I want you to think of it as like, obviously like an experiment where you don't if you don't like the final result, that's totally fine. I don't want there to be any pressure on it. But like, if you're at the point where you're gonna abandon it, then you might as well
Yeah.
try something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a Porches, like, you know, inspiration. Like all the production is
Yeah.
very like that.
Hearing you say that, I can definitely see it, but it doesn't feel like a Porches rip to me, which is
No.
good.
I think this is a little like a little too radio friendly for something Porches would have made.
Yeah, it's closer to a standard pop track, but fresh.
But it's like, you know, the inspiration of like how the instruments come in and out
Yeah.
and change is very like inspired by him.
Right, and an electric guitar with a dance beat, and yeah, cool. It's so cool. Also, I love the lyric "Get in my bed like yesterday." Like, it's just too good.
Thank you.
It also
The
sounds like it was fun to make.
Yeah,
It was, but
Yeah.
with everything you put together, I'm
Oh my-
picturing it being like
It's one of my favorite, like, I have to show you the project file. It's so like, this is like, you know, and I'm like self-flagellating all the time. Like, but this thing I was looking at, and I'm like, oh, this is like a genius here. Like, look at all this stuff. I don't remember doing it. That's when
Yeah.
I know something is
That's the
good.
best
When I
feeling.
know something is good, it's like when I look back at the project file and I'm like, there's so much crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
I must have been having fun with this because there's so many like intricate things that didn't need to happen but do happen in this song that don't happen in other songs
Yeah.
I've made. This one, like, I don't know.
and that's you. It's weird with art, but you can hear it in the final mix or in the final piece when someone has had fun with something they've made. It's true for drawings. It's true for anything. Like when someone has had a good time making it,
Yeah.
you can really tell.
Yeah. Some of my stuff I think sounds like it was labored on.
Me too. That's my biggest complaint about my own music, older music, and some recent music, is that sometimes it can get a little. I feel like you can hear that it's been a little tortured.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is hard.
Yeah. But it's just like if you're an artist and you take your shit seriously, you want it to be as best you can be
Yeah.
before you let it go. And just sometimes you're just
Overwork it.
too up on it.
Yeah.
Like, ugh, I hate that.
Well, for my 2 cents, this is the final form that should be the final form.
But you haven't heard the other 3 or 4.
I don't need to. I don't need to. Those can have a different title. This is a done song.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see if this comes out ever.
It's gonna fucking come out.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Well,
It's time to hear yours.
okay, let's do it. I'm gonna be very brave and play, I think, the least finished demo I've ever played on
Ooh,
demos
that's
on the
exciting.
radio. I was going back and forth between whether or not to even show this because it's very loose. And
You got to get that checked.
the vocals, there's like parts where I'm just like mumbling because I do have the lyrics now, but at the time I didn't have them written. So I'm like figuring out melody. And I thought that might be valuable for people to like just understand that sometimes when you're writing a song, you don't know what you're going to say yet, but you know what you want the melody to sound like. And so you kind of are like humming or like saying
Yeah.
parts of words.
It's super fun doing that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I really like that. It's like the promise of a song. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. It's like a sketch. What else did I want to say? The vocals are way too loud.
Love it.
And this is hearing it, I was like, this is just a garden song ripoff. I even start the song with the same word she does.
Oh,
which
okay.
is
Wait, did you do that
someday.
on? Did it happen? Was it like a subconscious thing?
It was
or-
entirely subconscious.
Okay,
It was
got
after
it.
the fact where I realized, oh, I'm a scammer and a thief.
Oh my God! One day I want to play you my Talking Heads. This Must Be the Place ripoff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough preamble. This song is called Disintegrate. Parentheses, garden song. Rip.
Someday I'll go into the forest and disintegrate. Let each atom go, get out of my way. I'll get out of my own way. It's my way. I know I told you not to worry. Anyway, now I'm getting kind of blurry. When you walk my way, when you walk my way, don't want me to stay. Some of the things you want aren't of any value. Some of the things you want aren't of any value.
Okay, now it's your turn to yell at me first for 30 minutes.
Okay, listen, bitch. First of all,
So that was Disintegrate. It's the second most recent song I've written, so it's still pretty embryonic. I think the instrumental I like a lot, and it's pretty much in place apart from some of the like middle guitar. But anyway, it's the vocal and the lyrics that are coming. Yeah.
cool, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm like, wait. So, damn. You're adding more lyrics, or you're replacing things that are there?
Replacing things that are there.
Got it.
The very first lyrics are final. Everything else though is entirely different. So the very first lyrics are, someday I'll go into the forest and disintegrate. Let each atom go, get out of my way. I'll get out of my own way. And then everything else that I've rewritten. And
Got it.
in the demo, you hear me kind of like, like.
I like the way that sounded.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. You should like have that somewhere in there.
So one thing that I've been experimenting with more on the heels actually of a course I took with the School of Song and ARCA was using my voice for non-lyrical singing,
Yeah.
basically like humming or kind of just vocalizing
Yeah.
runs, but not really.
I think that could be really like evocative on this song to have a
Okay.
section where it's just that literal like humming part you just did.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the song, just a part, maybe, after like the completion of the final, like towards the end.
Yeah.
I love doing like a recall
Yeah.
of something melodically. I think maybe a humming. I'm just saying.
If
it's
you like the way it
interesting
sounded,
yeah.
okay. I'm always worried that it sounds too like amorphous.
No, I like that.
Okay. That's cool to hear.
Yeah, I think it would sound great on a song like this.
Yeah.
Give it some like emotional
like
depth.
yeah. And I do think something loose is nice in this song. I recorded like almost all the vocals yesterday for the final.
Oh, shit.
And I was starting to mix them, but they weren't ready for today. but I was worried already that they were starting to sound a little too precise, and like now it's like bordering on the overworking
Yeah,
side of
yeah, yeah,
things,
yeah.
which is always the hard part for me. Like
Yeah.
the initial demos always has like a magic to it where it's
Absolutely.
loose and soft,
Yeah.
but there's some party that's like, well, but I don't want that lyric there.
You start hitting it with hammers.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So I
yeah,
don't know.
I do. I like the way this feels. So if you
Okay.
like, I don't want
Lean
to.
into that.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's something. There's a line. Something about like not having any value.
Yeah, there's the improvised line in
Yeah.
this is some of the things you want don't or aren't of any value.
Did you keep that or no?
No, I rewrote it.
What is it now? I'll tell you which one's better.
The current line I wrote was none of the things I love are of any value to anyone but me, but I love anyway. I just fleshed it out more. Do you like that, Willa?
Yes.
Willa likes that.
I like that.
It goes like, none of the things I love are of any value to anyone but me, but I love
Okay.
anyway. I don't know. It kind of goes
Okay, I accept it.
on. Okay.
No, it's
Those are
fine.
great.
I did like I was hinting at something to myself with the improvised line. None of the things you want or some of the things you want aren't of any value. I'm like, okay, that's interesting, but what?
Can I just poke the bear a little bit?
Poke the bear. How the fuck dare you?
I'm just. I don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm asking you
Yeah.
how you. Because I feel like the improvised line there
Mm-hmm.
has a like. It could have like a double meaning to it, or like
Yeah.
one of those lines that's up to interpretation.
Yeah.
Because that could be seen as like a lament.
Yeah.
Or it could evoke the thing that you explicitly wrote out in the final version.
Right. Okay.
And
And leave it open.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's my only thing is I
Yeah.
was, and you can feel free to disregard if your ambition was to be like earnest and straightforward.
Yeah.
But I feel like people who want to feel that way
Yeah.
will
feel it.
yeah, exactly. You don't have
Yeah.
to tell them exactly what they should feel about the not having any value thing. That's
Yeah.
that's just me.
No, I love that. I love that feedback. The reason I wrote it more explicitly, I guess, is because one of the fears I always have whenever I write a song that to me feels like it could be like tiptoeing up to like a spiritual song is I never want to come across preachy.
Yeah.
And I was worried that the initial lyric sounded like judgmental and preachy of others, of like, I don't know, me saying that what other people like doesn't have any value, which is not what I'm trying to say.
That's so funny. I think with the way the
music sounds.
yeah, it doesn't give that because
Okay.
of the music gives so much information that does not give that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, good.
But I really like sorry, did you want to say more about I always like your vocal production. I feel like
thank you.
you know what you want to sound like, and you've gotten to like you have a sound.
Yeah.
Like I think lots of good artists, you kind of like expect their voice to be in a certain space.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's the way this person does their voice. That's the way this person does their voice.
Yeah.
And I think you have your thing, and I really like it.
Oh, I'm glad. I do feel like I've started to zone in on something, especially with like, I know how to get like a good, like standard clean thing for what my voice should sound like as like
Yeah.
a starting point, and that
Yeah.
usually makes it pretty cohesive. Something unusual that I did here was in the beginning, it's one take, auto-tuned kind of like the way that I sung it, and then doubled, and the second one I just kind of like in the auto-tune created all the harmonies from the same take, but it sounds like an entirely different take, and kind of like an intentionally
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, an intentionally artificially high voice, but I ended up just liking it.
Yeah. I can't remember. Do you want to talk about lyrical content or inspiration around the lyrics?
Yeah.
Or you don't have to.
Yeah, I know. I always am weird about that. I mean, It's funny because this song later in the other lyrics I've written, which now I'm wondering if they'll even end up on there, it's sort of like a general, I'll say it's like a general love song for everybody and everything. It's kind of like a feeling of like, it's like a feeling of like all encompassing benevolence for everything.
Yeah.
With the lyric of none of the things you want
Yeah.
have any value. Or
Yeah.
botched it.
No.
Did that come from that vein, or that felt like a separate leaf of?
Yeah, I think that lyric, it's funny because that kind of came out of subconsciously. Sometimes when you're singing into a microphone, just listening to the melody and trying to like come up with things, sometimes words just come out that are because the syllables are correct, or
Yeah.
because the cadence is correct, and they're not even like logical.
Yeah.
And so I think that was that.
Yeah.
It was like a nonsense thing that came out of me, and I was like, oh, what does that mean? And then I kind of wrote around it.
I love that. That's how I always write.
Yeah.
It's like whatever comes out first when I'm like doing my little mumble.
Yeah.
We work around that.
Exactly.
It's so fun.
It's beautiful. That's the fun of it, because otherwise I feel like you're bored if you know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the weird magic of like almost speaking in tongues, where you're like, I don't know what's coming out of me.
The first thing to come out tells you what will be
What
there.
you need to say. Yeah, exactly.
Like, that I love that you also think that way. When I listen to some of my demos, I like can still remember what was the seed, the phrase. It's like
Yeah.
it becomes like your favorite part of the song. You know what I mean? I love, for me, it's like when I come up with like the most interesting like vocal melody. And weirdly, it's often like the second verse. I'm like, oh, I know what I like see the change before I see what the initial start is.
Yeah.
But I'm like, sometimes I'll come up with like a vocal melody and I'm like, oh, that's going to sound good as like a second verse.
Yeah.
Or like as a bridge.
Yeah.
Like you hear it and then you have to, no matter where it is, like you have to build it from there.
Yeah.
I rarely ever start with a first verse.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's usually like an outro chant or a second verse.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah, that's the fun of it, is kind of like not knowing exactly where you're going to go, but feeling like there's some subconscious thread for you to pull that is going to unravel itself.
If you've ever heard like a musician or an artist say that they are not creating things, they're just like catching or listening to like what's
Yeah.
there, it's like that's not like bullshit.
No,
It's you
that's-
like when you're making something, you really do feel like you just have an antenna up and you're catching what should be there. Like
Yeah.
it's almost, like when you're talking about like a marble statue, the cliche about
Yeah.
you're just revealing what's already there.
Yeah,
Like that's what it
exactly.
feels like.
It really does. No, it's totally true. It's totally true. All right. I guess we're coming towards the end of our episode. However, let's discuss the songs or the music or the artists we've been listening to before we go.
All right, you go first.
Okay, I'll go first. I am
drop on
listening
him.
to an artist I had never heard before, but has kind of like, those kind of like serendipitous or coincidences where all of a sudden like 3 people tell you about the same person.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
For me, that person currently is Grace Ives, who is I guess, again with genres, pop, experimental pop, indie pop.
Yeah, like
Sorta
indie
electronic.
pop,
Yeah.
thin beat.
No, I would never deride her beats. Her beats are fat and thick.
They're extra medium.
Yeah. Many people have told me about her and her new record Girlfriend, which I love. I think it would probably be one of my favorite records of this year if we get through the year.
Yeah. We'll see, Diva.
Really, really good lyrical content, really interesting production choices, the kind of pop music that is kind of like I was saying, 80% pop song, 20% weird.
Yeah.
Love that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I really like her voice too.
Yeah.
It's got a kind of a nice like thick, almost like a kind of like huskiness, smokiness to it, but like she can also sing some beautiful high melodies. And so yeah, Grace Ives, Girlfriend.
That fucking Dance With Me song, like
Dance With Me.
what a fucking arrangement, man.
Yeah.
So cool.
So fun. So fun. That's another good. Speaking of having fun making the music, I hope she had fun making this album because
it sounds
like
fun.
it.
Yeah.
Stupid Bitches also. That song is so crazy.
Great stuff.
Yeah. Also walks the line of like being like super beautiful at points and then very fun and silly at other points. Like, tricky balance to hit.
Yeah, I love that, she's in the trap, as I say.
Yeah.
Like, her hands are in it. She's making stuff.
She's the main producer of all her stuff.
So cool. So jealous.
Yeah. Super talented. Grace Ives.
Yeah.
That's me.
Ooh, who?
What about you?
Since I haven't had that much time to think about it, I'll just like be off the dome.
Mm-hmm.
I've been listening to my girl, Justine Skye's EP finally came out. I've talked about her on the show. It's like a dance EP, kind of. It is. It's called Candy.
Candy. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she put out like 3 singles last year, and then this year she finally dropped it.
Nice.
Good stuff. Just great dance music. It's like varied.
Yeah.
I quibble with the track listing, and I made my own reorganization of the track list.
Oh, like the order?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think the order's wrong. Love you. But
yeah,
all the songs are good. So, like, I had to rearrange it so I could listen to it.
Okay.
But all the songs are good.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, Candy.
Candy, great stuff.
By Justine Skye.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the end of episode 9. Where can people listen to your music?
In hell. I am Torraine Futurum on all of the platforms.
On all platforms. I am All My Knives, also on all platforms. Until next time, this show is not about comparing, but it is about sharing. And what should people do with their friends, Torraine?
Show people the stuff you're working on.
That's right.
And stop using ChatGPT.
Do that. And don't do that. Well, no, do that. Stop using it. Don't use it.
Yeah.
My script was written by AI.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Hey, welcome to Demos on the Radio.
I'm sorry. Woo! We're killing it, divas. Divas.